I'd say to him, his name was Jean, I forget his second name. Go score a goal. So you take the puck and you go
Like the Rocket.
Yeah,
like the Rocket. You needed a goal, the Rocket scored.
I'll tell you who else was that way, because we only learned later, because he was quiet and Bowman and others, was Larry Robinson.
Also a good
They
hockey
would say
player.
to Larry, and he was more strictly a defenseman.
Yes, only.
But
Like
when-
Doug Harvey.
When Bowman would say to him, we need a goal, he'd go and he'd score a goal.
Yeah, but only the Rocket could score from the blue line in. The best I've ever seen.
But, and not only that, he'd go down like the devil. The
Yeah.
eye, all of a sudden the eyes are bulging.
Like black eyes
and
with black
it's like
hair.
the face is red and he's going wild.
Can't lose. He couldn't lose with him. How we doing? Good?
You're doing great.
Oh, good. Yes, you asked me about Bobby Orr. Are we?
Well, yeah, but I just heard you say from the blue line in.
The Rocket was the best goal scorer.
So
From the blue line in, the Rocket was the best, Lauren. His eyes were bulging, the black eyes, the black hair.
Yeah.
And he used to carry two guys on his back from
Yeah.
the blue line in
Yeah.
and score the winning goal. When you needed a goal to tie or to win the game, the Rocket, 75% the Rocket scored. But as an all-around player, both offensively and defensively, number 4 of the Boston Bruins, his name is Bobby Orr, was the best that ever played the game. He could go defense, stop the guys coming in, whoever it was, get the puck, go bumper to bumper from his own blue line and score the goal. That's how fast he was.
wow.
Yeah, he was the best hockey player both offensively and defensively that ever played the game.
What did you call him? It was a something up.
No, he never had a nickname. Bob.
No, you called him something on skates.
Oh, a ballerina. No,
A ballet.
A ballet dancer on skates, I called him.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he was. And in fact, he does the commercial now for Chevrolet, and he had kids following him.
Yeah.
And he's got to be in his 60s today, and he still skates beautiful. At over 60, you can see him skating with those kids when he does the advertising for Chevrolet.
Wow.
He's still good on skates. And in the old days, hockey was hockey. When the 60s, it was Montreal Canadiens on top, and the other 5 teams followed. That's how good Canadians were. I used to lay a puck and a half a period and win it easy. Because
A period or a game?
A period.
A game?
No, I laid a puck and a half a period. That's how good Canadians.
So they had to score 2 goals in a period.
It was nothing to them, because let me explain you. In those days, when the opposing player got a 2-minute penalty, he had to sit out the whole 2 minutes, no matter how much the other team scored.
Right.
So when the opposition had a penalty in the old days against Montreal,
Yeah.
Montreal used to score 2, 3, and 4 goals while he was off the 2 minutes. Here was their power play in those days. Beliveau at center, Dickie Moore on left wing, the Rocket on right wing, Doug Harvey, and Boom Boom Jeffrey O on defense. That's how good their power play was. And Jacques Plante was in net. Wow, I'm going back a long time.
And they actually changed the rule because of that.
Because of that, exactly. That's why Canadians used to score 3, 4 goals like nothing when the opposition had the penalty. That's why they changed the rule. Exactly. Yes. Anything else you want to ask me? A puck and a half a period I laid and I won. That's how good Canadians were. Hey, Jerry, in those days, when the opposition had a penalty. Yeah.
Well, a lot of, like Canadians were great, but because of so few teams, other teams were marvelous. Boston was a great.
Oh,
Detroit,
yeah.
Detroit, Chicago, they all were good teams.
Chicago
Toronto-
wasn't that good. Detroit
but
was
they
a
had,
good team.
But they had their time.
Yeah.
They had their time. Remember, they had guys like Stan Mikita and others that were really marvelous.
Oh, yeah.
And
Bobby Hull,
and
the
Bobby-
best left
and
winger.
always a good goaler.
Oh, yeah.
But Toronto had good teams. But
Yeah,
you
sure,
know,
sure. The
And,
Ro-
and the Rangers as well. They were, not quite, but they had a couple of lines. The
The
only
Ca-
weak team when there were 6 teams was the New York Americans.
Yeah.
Remember, they were the bottom of the league. They really weren't needed because New York, one team was enough. But because of the population, they had 2 teams. But
New
there
York-
were the northern cities. That
Yeah.
was it.
When Montreal played Toronto in the last game, the 7th game of the Stanley Cup, the Rockets scored 5 goals. That's how good he was in Toronto.
Can you name the original 6?
Yeah, sure. Montreal.
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
And who was that?
You're missing a Canadian team.
The 2 New York.
No, there was only 2.
Yeah, and you didn't mention one.
Yeah, Toronto.
That's 6.
Oh, okay, that's
And
the
New York
six.
had 2 teams. You had the Rangers, of course, the first, and the Americans.
I don't remember the Americans, Jerry.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, then that would make 7 if that's the case, Jerry.
Would it make 7?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't remember the
then
Americans.
The Americans disappeared when the Maroons. Remember, Montreal had 2 teams. We had the Montreal Maroons.
Yeah, that's going back before my days.
Yeah, before. Well, it was the beginning of my time.
Yeah.
But the Maroons, the Americans disappeared just after the Maroons. You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
All right. On that note, it's a long video, so
Wow, yes, okay, I gave you the whole, and hockey opened up. On that note, goodbye.
how did
And
the Canadians win or lose for all the people?
they lost last night, according to Jerry, 2-1.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.